Whoa, and I'm back. Ugh, it's been a while, aka less than a week. New art on the stream. I hope that you got to see a little bit of the magic of my friend Ben. What's going on? You can see in all the things below, all the panels that are in there. Lots of new custom artwork for when I'm away. So after the stream ends. Emoticons almost done. Final bits happening. I think next week I will be putting them out there into the wild with sub icons and all that thing. I'm going to push my design team to see if they can get it to me almost, hopefully for next stream. That's my plan there. And going into Thanksgiving, it's a little cold, so I have my big, huge scarf. Look at how big this scarf is. There's so much scarf, all the scarf today. So trying to keep myself warm. It's cold here in Seattle. I can just cuddle myself up in this scarf. It's very big. So it's happening. What else is happening? Well, I did some other new things on the channel. So new artwork by Ben Ruiz. You can find Ben's link in the About Me section down there, which is pretty rad. Some new other categories, areas. I fixed up the equipment that I'm using section, so that's all work. Mooch is still hanging out up there, which is pretty rad. What else is happening on the channel? Subs are going well, bits are going well. All that stuff, of course, goes to charity. This is an Ask Me Anything / I'm working / stuff type of discussion. I do this every Friday at 2 o'clock. Of course, we got Thanksgiving upcoming in a few weeks. But besides that, it should be good. Hey, Go2, how's it going? All about, yes, hopefully delivering another stream. And thanks for the sub. And I promise, Go2, that I will have sweet sub thingies all while. I will say it was a tough night last night for the Seattle Sounders. I was at the game last night. It was a pretty rough one. If you don't know, I'm a huge football fan. And by football, I mean American soccer. And it was pretty rough. This was the second game of the first round of the playoffs, and we're down to Portland away 2-1. But as you know, in MLS you get the and half point for away goal, so it was really 2 to 1.5. And then last night it was super intense. We scored a goal right at the beginning, but then they kind of came back, and we ended up winning 2-1, which means we went into overtime, which was another half an hour. We ended up tying that, and then we went into a shoot off, and unfortunately we lost that by a kick. Goal, which was really detrimental. So late night last night, kind of sad day. So I figure we'll start off with the stream with some new stuff, and then we'll get into some code. So as always, today we got chess.com, not unofficial sponsor, and my Zojirushi, some fresh brew coffee. Now what's cool here is I actually got some new blue bottle, boom, blue bottle. It's a blue bottle. So I figured I would read this thing. Is some Costa Rican coffee from the Taruzú de Nino region, wherever that is, or farm. It's a well-known roaster of Costa Rica's best coffees, by the way, thanks to the farm's high-altitude location where enormous trees provide canopy. This year's coffee consists entirely of Caturo cultivar, which tends to produce complex sweetness in the finished cup. Farmer Mauricio Vendas Vargas fulfills such potential by expert honey processing, for which a portion of the cherry's pulp is removed before the coffee seeds are laid out to dry. The fruit that remains gives the crisp coffee they use big words, degouling hint of sweet syrupiness, making this coffee a relish sip by sip. It has some burnt caramel, vanilla, and pluot deliciousness. Let's get this pour on. That's how we start every stream. Coffee, 4, 3, 2. Good. All right. We gotta have some coffee in the stream. What else? Ooh, some cool things happened this week. As you guys know, I do Nintendo Dispatch. It's right up there. Nintendo Podcast. This really cool company, I'll put a link into the chat here, TomTalk, www.tomtalk.com. Okay, there you go. Go check, click on that thing. They sent us some Nintendo Switch cases. which is cool. They sent me a skinny one and then a big one here. One has like enough room for everything. It's really cool design, and you can see it's kind of elevated a little bit there, like for the controllers, which is pretty rad. And what's really nice is like every single bag that they do is like $17 on Amazon. And they gave us a discount code on Amazon of dispatch that you can use to get 20% off. So what's really nice about these is they're really like thick and hard, like pretty hard, but not like, I mean, you can hear it, right? Inside of it though is really nice. I just opened these for the first time. So this one is just basically just for the Switch, right? Like just for the Switch. And it's got really nice little things, cutouts for all the Switch accessories. And what's cool here is that this little flap is a microfiber, so it actually cleans it while it's in there. What I really like, it's probably hard to see in here, but you get these little indentations. Yeah. So I was thinking about getting one of these for my Surface Go because they have all these on there. Now I'm a big fan of Waterfield, which is sfbags.com. Now the difference here is that this is all 100% made in the US, leather. Well, this is canvas, so not leather. So this is all canvas, hand stitched, everything 100%. This is like $100, $80 Nintendo Switch bag. It's fully lined with microfiber, and it has this nice little pouch inside of it. So it's really high end, and this is what I do. The problem is it's a pouch at the end of the day. It's not going to protect this thing if you're on a big trip. So this is kind of my daily. But yeah, these things I'm going to get one for my Go, are super nice. So let's put a Switch in it. I just want to see how it works. So I guess at a high level, okay, so there's indentations. That's pretty, yeah, there's indentations on both sides, right? So there's indentations there. So you gotta, let's see, line it up. So on the bottom, is that correct? Oh, I see. I'm an idiot. So you just put it down. Microfiber goes over. Bingo, bango. Boom. That's nice. Yeah, they make cases for just about everything. Surfaces, Surface Goes, MacBooks, everything. It's really nice. I mean, this concave here is cool. It's just like, here, this is where it goes. Now, the big one is for all of your Switch needs. I'm going to, I think, give some of these away on the podcast. But this one is, they have special, whatever their zippers are, like really nice, good high-end zippers. So this one, there we go. So let me put this up here. It's for all the things, which is cool. So I guess at a high, see they have, whoa. Oh, it has a built-in kickstand for the Switch. Hi. Which is pretty cool. And like a strap in here too. I don't know what the strap does. Oh, I see. So you can, I might like the small one better. So I don't know how often I need to carry all that stuff. But you can put like a controller in here, all this stuff. I guess here you put it in kind of face down. It kind of actually tucks in there. Oh, I see what I did wrong. So there's a strap. It's kind of like those batteries where the strap goes under so you can pop them out. There you go. All right. Whoop. So you put that down and then, yeah, there you go. And then you kind of can lift it up. That's cool. And you just kind of close this. Boom. That's nice. So if you want to carry everything under the sun, you're good to go. Now they even added little notches here. They're not used at all, but that's, oh, maybe for your Joy-Cons, extra Joy-Cons. I'm in like, again, hard. So if you're looking for a case, Tom Talk. My Nyko kickstand fell off though. That's a common occurrence in the kickstand, in the Switch kickstand. So now I have all these cases. I don't know what to do with all of them, but there you go. So now we're talking about Switch cases. They just randomly sent them to me, which is cool. It's super high quality. I'm blown away. For a $20 case, you don't think about it, but The team over there, super nice, really nice people, and they just sent us the cases. We're gonna do full reviews on them, whatnot. But for $16, I was like blown away. I was at the Microsoft store, and I did get a case for my. There we go. For my Surface Go, but now I think I might return it and get the other one. It's hard to say. Anyways, so there you go. If you're looking for cases, now SF bags with the water field. Let me put that in there. Let me put that in the show notes here. In the show notes, SF bags. Those are my absolute favorite. They're so high qual. The quality is so bananas. This coffee is really good. I've been drinking Trader Joe's coffee, which is not great. Digression. Amidst the laundry to fold, the dishes to wash, the people to call, and the emails to write are bursts of unmissable beauty, smuggled into the pile of to-dos, just waiting to be found. That's what you think about when you drink this coffee. Yep. Coda Pagoda. Code Pagoda. Pagoda. Code of a pagoda. Thanks for the follow. Drake thanks you. Drake's like, way up, I feel blessed. Feeling good. All right.
Today was a good day.
Today on the pod, and by pod I mean not a pod at all. It's I'm so used to recording way too many podcasts. What are we gonna do today? Let's hop over to the desktop. Boom, monkey cam in action. Mooch hanging out. We are going to do some stuff. Wow. Okay, so I figured one thing that I've been wanting to do for a while on the stream. Last week on the stream, you can go back and we did a bunch of PRs for Xamarin Essentials, and I figured sometimes it's really complicated to get started with an open source project and how to contribute to it. It can be very overwhelming, I would say, especially in really large projects. I think I do pretty okay with some of my smaller projects in general. So if I kind of talk back to the camera here, is I always kind of find it easier for smaller projects, but really hard for large projects for people to contribute, and it's scary for me. So I wanted to take a step back and see what it's like kind of day one contributing to Xamarin.Forms to add a new control. I should have just picked a bug fix, but what are you going to do? I'm going to pick a whole new control, and I don't really know too much about it, and I think this is probably something that most people want to do in general. So let's head back over to my desktop and see if I can do this here. And Tarnus, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. And hey, from the DR, how's it going? I was just in the DR. Ariel, good to see you. It's very cold here, by the way. I didn't give you my Seattle update. It's very cold. It's in like the 40s. Not ideal at all. Not good. So I want to add a checkbox because I thought someone had done it already, but they didn't. I think there was a few pull requests here and there. So I figured the first thing I would do is I should learn about Xamarin Essentials. Like, how do I do a pull request? What is this project all about? And we do have some fancy commands. So you can do stuff like what now, and there's a few commands that you can read about below, like music and whatnot. So I'm getting all fancy on this Twitch stream. So so now what we want to do is, let's go ahead and pump this up a little. Oops, what is that? I don't want to print that. File, zoom in. There we go. So, I mean, there's a lot of pull requests. There's some projects. There's a wiki. There's stuff. There's a lot of things going on in here. This doesn't seem complicated at all. Let's see if there's a getting started guide. If you want to use the latest blog post, there's this getting started. Okay. I have it good. Upon opening Xamarin.Forms, there will be a number of errors and warnings. You can change this to build only. That's good. Check it at runtime, blah, blah, blah. All right, we're not doing anything in maps. That's good. So it says I can do it via the command line. That's good. All right, so let's do what all good developers do, and we're gonna fork it. Boop. We're gonna fork it into my repo. Ba-da-da-da. So we're gonna fork it, and that's gonna create kind of my own local copy. Ideally, what's going on here? Did I already fork it at one point? No. Xamarin.Forms monkeys. My stocks. Okay. Let's see here. /Xamarin/Xamarin.Forms. Maybe it just failed to fork. I already forked it. Oh, okay. It just must have took a while to fork. That's weird. All right. Cool. All right, so it's here. Now, the very first thing I like to do is whenever I'm working, is attempting to see, like, all right, are there any guidelines that I need to follow? So here it says I should be able to pull it down. I should be able to run a few commands. That's good. There's UI tests, coding styles, blah, 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 blah. I hope they have an editor config. How to contribute. Oh, I keep hitting my head on this thing. I need to get a mic that goes from below, so sorry about that. So we have a code of conduct. I already did a CLA. That's good. There's a beginner's guide to contributing. Please open issues, help wanted, .NET Foundation, proposals. These are good. Okay. There's a whole blog post on it by David Ortnow. What a guy. What a guy. Yeah, review. Don't use privates. That's correct. Blah, 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 blah. This is good. I'm going to come back to this. All right. So we're going to do a new branch. And what we're going to try to do is do a checkbox control. There's been a lot of discussion in this issue. So I already linked it there. And at a high level, it's a checkbox that has an isChecked property, not a tri-state. Debated to do tri-state or not. However, other platforms besides Windows don't have a tri-state. So it's up and down. They also want a checkbox cell. Well, I don't know if you really need that, but perhaps. I don't think it. Yeah, I guess probably a checkbox cell would be cool. Difficulty medium. Oh, that's cool. Back there, there's a new control. We're good. I'm gonna just do this. Let's do all these things. Happy. Hooray. Just favorite all those things, right? Just bubble it up. Just yay, we're so happy all the time. I don't know about this. Ensure new target is created that maps to control for CSS. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because it does say up for grabs, help wanted, enhancement, community sprint, F100. So all those labels must be good in a world. A lot of debates here. So Android has this, iOS has this, but Android has this, UWP has this, but iOS does not. So I think we're going to try to hand draw some things. And I think more than anything, we would do some other states, maybe colors if it has it. I mean, I would like that, would be my goal. I'm not sure how much control we have over the checkbox colors and things like that in UWP. There's is checked. Oh, it's a nullable. Yeah, maybe we'll make it nullable because future-proof it, right? That could be true. In case we do it, blah, blah, blah. Instead, yeah, don't use an indeterminate state to represent a third state.
I'm way up, I feel blessed.
Hey, Frame, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Ideally, if we get this going, we'll have some checkboxes at some point in time. So, all right, I'm feeling pretty good. Let us clone this. Oh, yeah, we'll clone it and then create a new branch. So let's clone. And I am going to put this in C/GitHub. Not in my root folder. That's why it's nice and small, like a smaller URL. Let's do that. This is probably going to take some time. Let's see how big this repository is. Oh, it's not too bad. It's downloaded 4 megs per second. So this whole repo is about 50 megs, it looks like. Perfect. Checking out files. Has anyone contributed to Xamarin.Forms on the stream? That'd be kind of cool. If so, then you could help me out. Whoa, look at all these things. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there's all these things. There's NuGets, UAPs, Xamarin.Forms. Lowercase and uppercase. Oh, there's a .Xamarin.Forms solution. Hidden. Okay, so show in folder. Open in development command. That's cool. So in a world, we should be able to NuGet restore. Tarnis. Yeah, see, I also have been wanting to do this. I haven't yet, but I'd like to just see, contribute some stuff. So let's try this out. I should have started something smaller, perhaps. So first thing is this says that we should be able to build from the command line. NuGet. I don't know. Is that the developer command prompt? Text changed event. Oh yeah, that'd be good. I don't know why it doesn't. Oh, entry cell. Yeah. NuGet. NuGet.org. Downloads. Yeah, I'm sort of surprised that didn't. That's kind of bad guidance, I think, on this page. So I think that what you want to do is msbuild/restore. How do we do that on Xamarin/essentials? A little bit of frame skip. I mean, I need a brand new computer at some point, but it's set to 30 frames per second. So far, I've dropped some frames here and there, but nothing major. Yeah, I need a new computer. That's the crux of everything. My CPU actually doesn't get tons of usage, but I also have pretty terrible internet, so there's that. Documenting code. So we should be able to do, /restore in one go. Okay, so yeah, I don't want to be here. Let's go back into here. So I should say open developer command prompt. Okay. msbuild/restore Xamarin. Xamarin forms.sln. Nope, that's not correct. Okay, so that's going to go off and do its own thing. Now, as long as everything is okay, should be okay. I don't know. And then we can open that puppy up. Whoa, look at all those nougats. Yeah, if we look inside these folders, so we have a bunch of things. So we have a control gallery. This is just like a control gallery. We have core and then platform. So the core, we have UI tests for. I think the core is where things live. And the cool part about a checkbox is it's essentially a toggle. So I'm pretty sure we can just copy toggle as much as humanly possible is what I'm thinking of. Look at that thing build. Look at it build. And then it says after we build, building, make sure that you do this. You have the latest SDK. I don't have any terminal beeps. Or is it just the music? Oh, those ones. Yeah, those are mine. Those are my machine. I don't know how to get rid of them. When I was changing the volume, it would always do the terminal things decryptor. Yeah, and I'm like, oh, whose is that? It's so funny. Yeah. So ideally, this thing is just building. That's step one. So let's go back to the checkbox implementation. So I do think we want this checked. There's some ideas down here of having a toggle button abstract class. Oh, I don't know about that. There's already a slider control. Checkbox derived from it. Switch could derive from it too. Oh, switch, not toggle. Switch derives from a view. So I thought it would be possible to insert toggle button into the inheritance chain. I don't know. Why even introduce why introduce an entire... You know, Android has this issue, right? If you look at a checkbox, just in general, it's a view, a text view, a button, a compound button, and a checkbox. So it's all of these things. So it's like layers upon layers. So I don't know if there's necessarily like a need for all those layers inside of it. Is this thing still building? Yeah. I bet it's going to build all of the... Download some Google Play services. It's probably mad at me about not being connected to a Mac, which I think is okay. Embedding tests. I wonder if there's a way to simplify this so we can just have like a single solution without all the stuff. Like just the iOS and Android and Windows. Oh, GTK. 20 errors. Perfect. OpenTK could not be found. All right, let me double check here. I'm going to read this blog post. Beginner's Guide. Sign that. Review this thing. Let's focus on bug fixes. This, blah, blah, blah. Fixing a bug. Developer's Guide. Let's see. It's good that the... Oh, not that. Okay, so... Doesn't say there's any prerequisites. So... I have all these. Let's see. Gist. The first thing we're going to do is Xamarin.Forms exceptions. Boop. And I'm going to create a new exception that says, our new issue says build errors when cloning code and running MS build. MS build. One. Oh, these are common, similar issues. I was following the directions on the README. That's how you do this, right? And running the MS build command gave the following errors. 1. Fork code run ms build / restore Xamarin.Forms.solution. Clone locally. Pretty sure, I mean, unless I did something wrong. You can also go into the NuGet Package Manager console. CD C:/GitHub /Xamarin.Forms. NuGet restore Xamarin.Forms.sln. Oh, restore Xamarin.Forms. SLN? Yeah. NuGet? I don't know what's going on with this NuGet Package Manager. Let's just open the project and see what happens. So here is my solution. We're going to open it and see what happens. Only 60 projects. Well, that opens. I'm just going to delete a bunch of this because... Visual Studio, just going for it. 48, 50, 60. Whew. It's happening. It's all happening. Could be an issue with the NuGet restore. I'm very curious about it. So this is probably the issue. Whatever this... I don't have .NET Framework 4.7. Let's see here. Now the OpenTK thing seems as if that is something different. And that could be a NuGet restore if that is a NuGet package. Because it seems like this should have been modify. I mean, I definitely see in the output here this says that 4.7 was not found. But kind of feel as if I didn't have it. Okay, so there we go. I hope I don't need a restart to do that. Ooh. So 4.7 SDK. I wonder if I should let the IDE do it. It probably knows exactly what I want. So I'll do a snipping tool and then do a new boop. And I can say it looks like we should document that you need .NET 4.7 installed. Boop. Download. Let's download it. And download it. Oh, it's going to literally point me over to open the browser. It says 4.7 included in Visual Studio. So I don't want to download 4.7.2. Let us bring back up our it's going to ask me for a bunch of these projects, huh? Painful. I like how the... Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's go away. Go away. Oh, gosh. These need to be .NET Core tests. That's what those need to be. So let us close this. And... yeah, let us run the installer again and install 4.7.5. It's at 4.7. So I'm assuming on Mac this doesn't have a problem because Mono is installed and has 4.7x compatibility. But that's intriguing that it doesn't install that new stuff. Let's close these windows. Individual components, 4.7. Do I need the targeting pack? What's the difference? I guess those two things. Okay, so modify. All right, it should be quick. Only 179 megabytes, gigawatts. That's the international sign for installing Windows Update. I think if anything, it may be okay too. Is it to not install it and just kind of continue on with it? Question mark, because it's only the tests, I believe. If that's the case, but we should have a good experience to make sure people know what they're building. Because if I read this, yeah, it doesn't say that there's a requirement for it at all. Yeah, I'm running just, yeah, that's what I ran. Right there, I ran MS build restore SLN. You know what we should do is this. We should create a new branch, and we're going to call it Mott's README Fix. Let's do a pull request. Yeah, it looks like you're getting a bunch of errors. Oops. Okay, so this is my README fix. So let's fix this README. Let's just do a pull request to Xamarin.Forms. Say, fix it. So what you... oh, I installed it. Cool. So what you will need is... you will need the... so this is wrong. This should just be /restore. Yeah, I don't think you should need this. Boop. It's also really weird that it's like that, but... And I believe that you will also need .NET Desktop Development in the summary optional ensure .NET Framework in the summary optional select .NET Framework 4.7 SDK and .NET Framework 4.7 targeting pack. Boom. If you need it. If you need it, if it's required. What do these changes look like? Yeah, that looks good. Targeting. Yeah, like no reason to do two of these things because NuGet's not even installed on your machine. So why is it even there? Fix, clarify, README for building from command line and prereqs, and for depths and command line build. We should use the ensure everyone knows to install .NET 4.7 dependency. Also simplify MS build into single action. Boop. All right, so then we can do a pull request. My new favorite feature too is that they, on here, boom, like they put the, I've recently pushed to this other branch. It's kind of amazing, right? Well, only 12. Did you build pull in submodules? Git pull. Git submodule. They don't have submodules, do they? I think it did pull it in. Oh, they do have submodules. Ugh. Why? Git submodule. So let's do this. Git submodule init. I don't know how to do it. Oh, just get submodule init. That's good. Git submodule init. I think it did get it. I'm pretty sure it got it. I think mine did get it. Yours may not have gotten it based on your tool, but I'm pretty sure Visual Studio does it automatically. So let's do this pull request. Do it. This fixes GitHub. I don't actually know if it fixes it. I mean, it may not fix it at all. I wonder if I need to have the Tizen stuff too, because I think I have it locally too. Git submodule update init. Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna see if it does it without it. Decryptor. Stupid chat delay. Do I have a chat delay? Maybe I do have a. How do I do that? Let me look at my chat delay. Chat delay. Where is my chat moderation? Channel permissions. Huh. Channel? Nope. Live. I don't know where the yeah, I have like a 5-second delay on the video stream just for so it can buffer. But life. I wonder if this is going to build now that I have 4.7 installed. Let's see here. This is GitHub for... I like to do this. You'll see how I do this. So I do GitHub that. Fixes. None. Clean up. And this is my thing. Yeah, I didn't make any changes. The Paul do it. Verified. CLA bot coming into action. Seems like it's roughly 30 seconds. Interesting. Maybe I... Huh. It says I have a stream delay of 5 seconds, but maybe I have that somewhere else. I'd have to see. I'll try to fix that for the next stream tomorrow. See if my chat delay can be streamlined somehow. Let's see. Twitch chat delay. Oh. Dashboard settings channel. Channel. Oh, I have normal latency on. That's why. So, I think that's it. Yeah. I think it's because my internet sucks. So that's mostly it. Xamarin.Forms in monkey seconds? I don't know what that means. All right, it's gonna go. All right, so did this build? Oh, it didn't build. Okay. Oh, you also need API 24 installed. That's good. Does that say it? So let's see here. In the individual components, Android SDK level. It's not even, you can't even get it. How come 24 is not on the list? Oh yeah, I do see the delay. It does look relatively large. Hey, from Brazil. How's it going? Hope Brazil's going great. I'm about to pour another Costa Rican coffee here. Just trying to get on it. Hope Brazil's going good. I want to go back to Brazil so bad. Hope everything's going good down there. I know some crazy, different elections. Everything's happening down there. So hope everything's going good in the Brazil. Interesting. So one other thing is maybe here I should tell them to also install solution. This says that you need to Android device manager. This will use Hacksum. Ensure you install Android SDK API 24. So we got to get that. And to get that, we're going to need to install or get the SDK manager. So Android SDK manager Xamarin. So we're just going to fix this up because everyone should be able to do this. Okay, cool. Tools, Android SDK manager, pop up. This UAP thing. So it's going to go ahead and redo this. API 24. Android 7.1. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Android 7.1 NuGet API 24. The Android 7.1 NuGet API S24 SDK is required for developing Xamarin.Forms. It can be installed by using the Xamarin Android SDK Manager. Boop. We want to remove ENUS. That will navigate to the correct language and any of the shenanigans down here. Specify Android SDK. All right, commit that. All right, so let's go ahead and install. Important though is that you only need the SDK platform. That's 78 megabytes. Except going through all of the issues of trying to open the solution. Oh. Florianopolis. That's a place? What is that? Florianopolis. What? Wikipedia. Hello. The south region of Brazil. That's beautiful. Whoa, cool. Oh, wow. That's like a whole other country. That's cool. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at this. Holy bananas. November. Average temperature. Beautiful. 78 degrees. Whew. Right now it's about 9 outside. No. 9? 8? Something like that. 3.8? Well, that's really crazy how that works. 3.8? 4? It's really cold. All right, let's do this. That's good. Did this install? Installing. Yeah, Magoo, I watch a lot of Vox videos on YouTube, so I try to stay up to date a little bit. I don't like to read too many things, but I do like to pretend like I know anything about anything and go there. Soon there's a Twitch monkey app. Oh, there should be a Twitch monkey app. We need more monkeys in our lives at all time. So, all right, install this SDK, yo. That's probably like opening it up. It's not bad. It only took 2 minutes to build. One error. I like that. Let's do it. Cool. What's the update? I'm not going to touch it though. All right, let's close that. Just did a pull request to Xamarin.Forms. I like that. Boom. Look at that. I can squash and merge it myself. T. I'm not going to do it though. Just pull in my own. Whoa, where is this? Imatra, Finland. Whoa. It's a town in eastern Finland. Whoa, look, it's right there. Have I been to Finland? No, I've not been to Finland. I should come. Have I been to Finland? What are the big cities in Finland? Oh geez, there's so many things in here. I don't think I've been to Finland. Have I been to Finland? Big. I've been to Norway. That's north. I've been to Sweden. Have I been to Sweden? I think I've been to Sweden. I have not been to Helsinki, so no, I have not been to Finland. I gotta come. I gotta come. It seems like you do have to run a separate NuGet restore for some reason. I didn't. Are you on Mac or PC, Decryptor? I guess is the question. Zurich, Switzerland. See, now everyone wants me to Wikipedia their country. That's what that's what everyone wants me to do. So I know where Zurich is, though. So that's good. I don't know why I have to run it. I don't have NuGet like. It says here that you are supposed to have. You should have NuGet or above. I mean, you can't run. I can't run NuGet. Like, it's not there. Like, where is it at, right? On OS X uses platform. Yeah, they should just give you the command here. Build from the command line. But you should just be able to do this in general. Especially if it's only from, if it's like required. If Visual Studio 2017 is required, then why do we even talk about Mac down here? I don't know. You can say hi to Laurent. Laurent's over in the Zurich. Laurent Bognon. Laurent Bognon from the Zurich. Okay. This is looking good now that I have those things installed. 2703 build tools, XDB merge. I have so much coffee in here. So we're just joining. I'm attempting to clone and build Xamarin.Forms, and so far we've made a pull request to Xamarin.Forms, the repo that tells us what we need to install. So far we were getting pretty close. Oh, here at the ArcTouch. Very cool. Yeah, next time I'm there, I'll totally hit you guys up. That'd be cool. So Android SDK. So here we go. Decryptor. Running with... Oh. Yeah, the NuGet restore is just a command, so it'll just execute NuGet restore from the MS build automatically, or should. That's what we do with Xamarin Essentials, and we don't have any issues, so it should be just fine. Yeah, I was in Sao Paulo, Brazil last year around this time with my main man.
Because I'm going to rub a little DevOps on this, and I'm going to make it better.
Little Donovan Brown. And that was a lot of fun. We did get to walk around a little bit. It was quite nice. Look at it build. I just like to sit around and build. Once I ran a separate NuGet restore, it dropped down. I guess the question is, like, I couldn't run NuGet from the command line. So where did you run Decryptor NuGet from in general? You know what I mean? Because if they were saying run NuGet restore, do I have to download NuGet elsewhere? Do I need to install NuGet.org? Okay, that's, I don't know what that just did, but yeah, it's really strange if you had to run NuGet restore. You shouldn't have to. Man, I think it's taking forever to build. But now that I have the Android stuff, it's actually going to take forever to build. I think it's going to build a bunch of apps in debug. It would be nice if they had only build certain things, but I guess I'm building everything. Maybe it skips certain projects based on some configurations when the NuGet resources. Huh. So did you download the? You can't post links. That's why I commented it out. Did you download NuGet and then put that NuGet.exe into your thing, into your directory? That seems like a weird requirement. But yeah, this should totally work. Okay, I think it's almost done building. I'll try to run NuGet restore, and there we go. So if I say NuGet, yeah, it's not recognized at all. I'd have to drag and drop the exe in. Anyways, it built, so that's good. Let's get rid of this. Let's open this up. Waits around for it to finish. How many frames can I skip? Okay, cool. I think it loaded. Yeah, oh, there's all those things. Cool. Thanks packages.config. Oh my goodness, why are all these things open? Shared projects, gross. GTK. I guess the GTK one, Mac OS. The Mac OS one should work. This is the controls gallery. Don't want that. Embedding tests. Yeah, I kind of want one I want a solution that is just the bits and not everything. So by the way, the reason that we get drop frames is because opening this in Visual Studio like locks up when it does certain things, when it's doing things. So it's like my computer just stops a beat. So that's why we get those. Ugh. But that happens on my Surface Book too. So just kind of wait. Go away. Pages gallery, new spec gallery. Okay, platforms, forwarders. Okay, here we go. Platform GTK, iOS, Mac OS, Tizen, UAP, WPF, UI tests. I don't care about those. Unit tests, don't care about those. Flex, don't care about those. Xamarin.Forms core design, pages, maps. Maps Android, don't care about those. XAML, don't care about those. Don't care about those. Don't care about those. So many things. Okay. Done. All right, so what we care about is the things inside of here. So we have sometimes restarting VS solves the issue. If not, go to Tools, Options, change the setting, and Tools, Options, the NuGet stuff. I have a bunch of stuff in here for automatically check for missing packages during build. In visual. That's funny. Okay, so there's all these platforms. A little scary. Okay. But I want to believe that the first step here is to create a branch, new branch. Feature / this is how I do it. I'm weirdo. I am a weirdo, and I prefer to put the issue on here. Issue 1728. So they have all these things. Fix this thing, that thing. I guess I'll just follow their, no, I'll just do that. Feature slash this. Maybe I'll do, so what do they do? Issue. So they do fix, issue 226. Then they do fix GitHub. Yeah. They got some old school stuff in here. Okay, so now we're on a new branch, which is good. Checking out issues. That's good. So the first thing we want to do is look at the switch. Here it is. Okay, so the switch itself, I don't know why they would do that. So is toggled is their thing. So they have an I element configuration switch with a switch renderer. So I want to add a new control. What's a switch renderer? Internal class switch renderer. Okay. So I should go into here and we want to go to definition and we're going to create a new, they're not alphabetized at all. So we'll add it at the bottom. Add it at the bottom? Box view, entry view, internal class, underscore for some reason. Check. How do we spell checkbox? Checkbox, capital B. Checkbox renderer. Okay. All right, that's good. And then that's a view. Has on color. Platform initialization is toggle. So not a lot going on in here. I like that. Let's just copy and paste this thing. Because why not? Actually, let's do a new file, new class. Everybody loves packages.config. Let's call this a check box. Boom, checkbox. And if we look at switch, let's copy this in here. So it's in Xamarin.Forms, not Xamarin.Forms core. We're going to say checkbox renderer. It is a checkbox. Okay. So is checked. Let's look at these implementations here. So is checked is there, and we could debate making it a nullable, but we should rename to is checked property. In two files. All right, we actually don't want that. Is checked property. Is checked. I don't know why they don't use name of. I'm gonna do it. Is checked. Is checked property. So this is going to be our binding here. And then I think that the best name is going to be is checked. Is checked. Unchecked. Oh, there's a checked and unchecked. Checked changed. On checked box clicked. Toggle or toggle method. Veggie sandwich. Whoa. Veggie sandwich. Okay, so checked and unchecked. I don't think there's ever a time where you want yeah, see, checked box control inherits from toggle button. I toggle button. Yeah, they're like, here, you want this I toggle. That it just seems like, why? There's so much overhead for no reason. Let's add a bunch of complexity. Is checked. Checked changed. Checkbox. And then where did these live? Oh, toggled event changed. Toggled. So many classes. Toggled event arms. Checked, changed. Rename. Checked, changed, event args. Yeah, the checked. I wonder if it should be is checked. I think because toggled is toggled. And then here we do checked, changed. Maybe it's just checked. Checked event args. Checked changed. I like checked changed. I am going to continue with my Signal R Saturdays. So I'm going to do more Signal R Saturdays every Saturday. Tomorrow I'm going to try to do something. I'm not sure yet. Something. This will be this. This will be checkbox. Let's merge this down. Checked changed. Checked changed. I don't think we have a color. I mean, we should at some point, but at a high level, we should work on just a first pass here of just implementing it. Yeah, is checked is right there. So checkbox. There's a bunch of, there's obviously some switch stuff in here somewhere. There we go. What is this, Matt? Can't convert. Oh. Checked changed. So at a high level, my whoa. Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't want that. That looks great. So much better. Just saying. Yeah, I'm going to work on the Xamarin.Forms chat app again tomorrow. Carlo. Yeah, I'm just going to kind of keep building that out and use some different features is kind of my idea. So here's my bindable. So checkbox. I have an is checked property. Checkbox. That's good. So let's do a commit. Changes. Add checkbox class and renderer. I wonder if there is a switch renderer. Where does that live? Those live in each of those classes. I see. Oh, so it is a class. It's a switch renderer, which is this stuff. Okay. Switch compat. Cool. Okay. That looks good. So we're going to add these things in here. We're adding a checkbox class and renderer. This thing just adds the underscore renderer class. That looks good. Commit all. Just put it locally. Just get it in there. All right. Now, if we are to come in and look, that's the core. Now, I guess the question is there anything else in here for a switch in the current project? Doo-doo. Okay, there is some stuff. So they have, oh, I see. Color, switch on color. Flex, XF specifics. So that's just a color property. Yeah, there's no color property. Oh, these are mappings for CSS. Oh. Okay, that looks good. Let's see what else we have here. Switch cell. Oh, we were also talking about doing a checkbox cell. So let's add a checkbox cell 2. So let's go into the cells. There's a switch cell. Let's just copy and paste it. Rename. This will be a checkbox cell. Boop. Checkbox cell. And then there's switch cell. Rename. No, only in. How do I do it only in current document? Switch cell. Okay, so this will be check. Yes, that's really funny that they even do this. Like, you don't even need that. You could just do this. You're gonna cast it in, not check for null. Like, why even bother? On. On property. Text. So text is good. On changed. I guess that's okay. Checked. Changed. On the toggle, what does a toggle do? A toggle does what? Control dot. Where's my quick launch? Control Q. Switch. CS. No. Is toggled, but it's called on. Interesting. I guess I'll just follow that. I guess. Toggled. Nope. Checked. Checked event args. Checkbox cell. That's good. Is there anything else in here? Switch. Nope. Okay. On and property. I don't know why they don't do just of on, but sure. Or the fancier stuff. There's so many things I would like to fix. Okay. Default binding two-way on. That's good. Text. So let's do. Oh, I guess I need to save the whole thing. Or is this a. Oh, this is a .NET standard one, so yeah, this is good. So this is just add checkbox cell class and commit that. Okay, so on to the renderers now that we have these things in place. So, oh, I wanted to make sure that I didn't have anything else in here. Switch renderer, switch. Cool. So let's do the easy ones. Android first. So we have a switch. So inside of Xamarin.Forms platforms, there's going to be renderers. And renderers have all of the implementation. So here's the switch renderer. So let's copy and paste that. Switch renderer, and we'll call this, rename, checkbox renderer. Boop. Cool, here it is. And we'll probably need most of this stuff. We'll call this a checkbox. And Android widget, checkbox. And a checkbox. It's like pretty simple because it's all there. So this will be checkbox. And checkbox render. Checkbox, a checkbox, ion checked, ion click. I think it's checked. Okay, so I'll just leave it as is. This one should be relatively straightforward. Let's go ahead and remove some of this stuff for now. Let's leave it as is. Let's get a base anything in here. Okay, so I compound check change compound button is checked, and then we want checkbox dot is checked property on update color. Don't do that. Desired height width. Switch min width. Get desired height. Oh, that's intriguing. Android resource attribute switch min width. Huh. What is this? Android switch min width. Minimum width for switch component. I don't think we have one in Android, so I think we just kind of remove that. for now. Width constraint, looks good. So that goes there. Oh, maybe I could do, like, if it equals 0, then set the width equal to the height. I don't know. We'll leave it out for now. Size request, request height, blah, blah, blah. Dispose is checked. Handle toggle. So create native control, which is going to be a checkbox. Create a checkbox on element changed. And this is going to be a checkbox. Uh-huh. Check changed. Handle check changed. Boop. Handle check changed. So it's kind of nice when you're implementing a control that already exists. You can just do it. Let's remove this. Set native control, check change listener, this. Check change, handle this. So we'll leave that in there for now, just in case. Let's remove if checked on color is default, then do that. I'll do that other stuff. We don't care. On update color, we'll delete that for now. Boop. Handle toggled, handled. This element enabled automatically happens. Element.checked changed is checked. There we go. That's cool. Remove this. Oh, checked. Doop. Seems pretty straightforward. Can remove any of this garbage. Boop. I wonder if there's no, so for Android it's unique. There is a there's also fast renderers. Oh man, I have no idea what's happening in there. That looks scary. That looks scary. There are app compat. So here there is a switch compat, but I'm curious if there is a checkbox compat. No. Switch compat lives in V7 widget switch compat. V7 widget checkbox compat. Does not exist. App compat checkbox. Oh, an Android X. Intriguing. App checkbox. So yeah, there's tinting. Supports compatible features on older versions such as tint mode, button tint mode, compound button compat. This was introduced. Oh wow, app compat button. App compat. Android X. Android app compat. Support libraries. I'm curious if there's Android support. V7 app compat overview. Classes. No, that's not what I want. Widget. No, app compat. Where does it live? V7 widget. There we go. Classes. App compat. Oh, it is right there. App compat checkbox. Oh, cool. Okay, so we do want one. It does have tinting, which is interesting in general to put some tinting onto it. So let us. It's interesting that it's there. When was it? Let's copy that there. So we will make this a checkbox. Checkbox renderer. Okay. And what I can do here is in this file, current document, replace with checkbox render, or checkbox with switch. Makes my life easier. Checkbox compat, it doesn't exist anymore. Android.support. Checkbox. App compat checkbox. Boop. I don't know if I want that. There's a content description. I probably want that. I'm pretty sure we can remove this because you don't get it. And then replace toggled in this document with checked. I'm pretty sure we don't have anything here for that. Oh, this should be app compat checkbox. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. All right, is disposed, checked. Changed. Handle checked, changed. Nah, just kind of copy to paste it around stuff. That probably doesn't actually work all that good. But let's just change some things here. I see. Interesting. Checked, changed. Is checked, handle checked, changed. Let's go ahead and get it on color. I'll have to revisit the color on it for now. I think it's just going to go away. So I don't have it. Handle checked, changed. Enabled. On update color, remove that. Let's remove this thing. So this will be var. Are we not using vars? We are not using vars. So app, compat, checkbox, a checkbox, a checkbox. I don't know. It seems very weird casing. Oh, I wonder if I change that in my other checkbox renderer. Oh, I didn't. We use var here though. I'm gonna use var there. Seems like inconsistent. We should change that. Create native control. Normally we set normal stuff. Do you have any? Carlo asked, do we have any Europeans who work at Xamarin? Well, on the Xamarin team at Microsoft? Yeah, tons of people. I mean, I work with Alan all the time, who's in Ireland. Dominic's in Spain. Mike James is in, well, he's on the Xamarin team, but he's a CDA. He's in London. There's a bunch of people. A lot of, we had employees in like all the countries. Handle check change. There we go. Yeah, with tons of people. So many that I can't even comprehend how many people we have all over the world. But yeah, everywhere. I couldn't put out exactly every single name, but yeah. Okay, so I think that's like it. Do we just crush it? Crushed it. Let's get rid of these things. Remove it. I'm feeling pretty good about being able to implement this on Android within no time. So that's good. Let's see, switch in the current project. It's gonna be so many. Error list, find results. Let's pin this here. Text switcher, picker control. Oh, I should probably do match case renderer. So I think here what we need to do is just make sure that we register stuff. Switch renderer. I'm assuming I need to do this for a checkbox. Checkbox renderer type of checkbox renderer. So this is going to ensure that we register the app compat version of it, I'm assuming. Assembly info, there is a switch renderer here. So we are going to add this at the bottom. Oh, those are tabbed page renderers. Here we will do a checkbox and a checkbox renderer. And that is it. Image. Oh, we should also do a implementation for the checkbox cell. Checkbox cell renderer. Let's see how hard that is. Probably real easy. So let's go ahead and implement the cell then. And let's just copy the switch cell. Oh, there's a switch cell view and a switch cell renderer. Let's copy those, paste. Just copy and paste. That's how we implement new things, copying, pasting. So we'll rename this to be a switch cell render. Checkbox render. Checkbox cell renderer. Okay. Yeah. I was actually in Ireland recently, twice this year, to do some mobile.net stuff with Teams. Checkbox cell view. Yeah, okay, so checkbox view. This one. So let's do that. And we will do replace switch cell with current document match with checkbox cell. Replace. Perfect. Okay, there we go. And then also inside of checkbox cell renderer, we should do the same here. Replace. Cool. Now inside of our cell renderer, are there app compat cells? No. Oh, thank goodness. Base cell view checkbox cell. So we need a checkbox. We'll call this checkbox. I don't know why SW. Add set accessory view. Set image visible. Checkbox cell. Unchecked changed. On is checked. Done. Ship it. All right, this renderer. This should have a checkbox. This should be checkbox. Alright, so inside of here we should have a checkbox. Checkbox cell. This can be checkbox cell. Boom. Boom. A checkbox. Checkbox. I like just the names. A checkbox. A checkbox. This checkbox. That checkbox. And we're done. That's really easy to implement cells. We should have all the cells in the world. So I guess the interesting part now is on... Oh, I guess... yeah, I think I did everything else. So let's see if that just builds. I'm pretty curious just to see if I can now come into Pages Gallery. Okay, Pages Gallery, Controls Gallery. So I think what I can do here is I can do, holy bananas. There's a lot of things in here. Test pages, helpers, effects, controls. Where do I go? Where do I go? I don't know. I'm so confused. I would assume that I can where's that switch? So the that's not what I wanted to search for. I'm like, now where do I just, how can I easily test this thing is my question. I imagine that I can I wonder if I need to, that's not a real issue. So issue tracker, GitHub does not dismiss. Where do I find key things like flex layout? What does, there's like XAML and CS in here. Huh. A beginner's guide. Oh, I see. Fixing a bug. Clone this, create a new branch, use templates to start a new case, bugzilla.cs. That's not really Bugzilla anymore, but... Does this, like, pull it automatically? Carlo asks, does Microsoft hire consultants as well, or just full-time employees? We do hire contractors all the time. We call them V- because their email starts with a V-, and that's how you know they're contractors. So yeah, all the time. You go to careers.microsoft.com and see in general. Yeah. I wonder if I just do, I want to just create a new, okay, oh, there's GitHub ones in here. What's that? Go away. So, close all documents. So if this is GitHub 1728, add new, oh, there's controls. Generic value to contacts, cache page, legacy components. Okay, so add new class. Call this GitHub. In there. Okay, so if I was to look at the other GitHub ones, G. Let's just paste these in here. Okay, so This is GitHub, and this is 1728. This should be test navigation page. Yeah, I guess so. This is checkbox. Platform affected. All. All. I guess that's what I'm doing. I don't know. I'm just messing around. So I think in here, let's see if there's a simpler one. Test content page. You just add the content equals. Okay, that's cool. Oh, I see. Push a simple page. On appearing, you push a simple page. What do you do on an init? Init, push that. Push a simple page. Success. Reload. Does every single one of these have like a simple page? And if so, okay, they don't. My assumption here is like all I want to do is, where's the init? Oh yeah, just create some things, right? Like, okay, so for this, what we want to do is get rid of this junk. Get out of here. I don't know what this is. I'll have to figure this out later, but ideally, all I want to do is init and say, oh geez, var label equals new label. We'll say text, and then var checkbox equals new checkbox, right? And then var and then checkbox dot is checked change plus equals. Is there like registering and unregistering of events normally? Nope, just put them right in there. Okay, sure. Then here, I can get rid of this. We can say void update label. Var label. Label. Checkbox. Okay. And then I'll say update label. Label.text equals check. I can do just this. If checkbox dot is checked, not checked. There you go. Just like do that, right? And then, yeah, I guess we just do this inline. Plus equals sender args update label. Boop. Cool. All right, that's easy enough. Update the label when it goes. Go there. Okay, cool. I think that automatically picks it up. Okay, so in this world, let's see if this thing works. Android is my startup project. And let's build it first. And if so, then we've at least got the project building. We started implementing some things, which is good. wonder if there's a checkbox or switch, new switch cell somewhere in the entire solution. Check cell view, switch cell view. I would have imagined that it's somewhere. Oh, there's unit test, button unit test. Man, there's probably so many things that you need to do. Yeah, you can go to I often like to just browse through. You can go to careers.microsoft.com and you can browse around. So you can search, and I think you can do like, I don't know. Let's see if there's a Xamarin job. Let's see. There's probably in there somewhere. Senior software engineer on Android, senior software engineer, Visual Studio for Mac, principal engineer Android. There's probably somewhere. It's probably hard to see what exactly each of these roles are. .NET? And if you're a student or recent grad, you can also search for these in general. Principal program, software engineering manager. Group software, I don't know what that means. And then you can see where they're at too, so you can see if they're in here, or I think even on, oh, there's keywords. There you go, Xamarin, senior content developer, senior software engineer, software consultant. There's literally words that say consultant. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, that one's in French. That's cool. Yeah, you can just go in there and browse around. Oh, building this app. Building this app. Oh, there we go. I'll also probably do a shorter stream today too. I don't know how fascinating this is for anybody to me watch it implement a checkbox. I think it's pretty interesting. I'll probably just do Android for now, as I'm not really feeling very good today. My head is a little warm, so I might go lay down for a little bit in general. But yeah, definitely gonna do some SignalR Saturdays. People seem to like that a lot. Let's get rid of this. Well, that's building. Let's see if there's any updates on my issue. Housekeeping. Rui. See if there's any comments. Indeed. At our Marino, is it required to run the what did we say? So we were saying that there was NuGet restore command. I added it into MS build because when I tried it, there wasn't tried to run NuGet. It said no. Look at that, passed. They're loving it. Maybe 27? Great question. I know that you have to have API or SDK 24 installed. I'm just typing as I write here because it yelled at me. Perhaps also SDK 27. We should confirm and have you done anything with Skia Sharp and Xamarin? I work with Matthew all the time. I have done not much with Skia Sharp. I should do more with it. That would be a fun one to do. Maybe a Skia Sharp Friday next week. That sounds like fun. Maybe I'll ask Matthew what I should build with it. Because he's pushing out a new version. Are you doing anything with Skia Sharp, Carlo? I'd be interested to do something like that. This build? It did. Cannot reference checkbox renderer. Huh. Oh, here we go. Oh, I see. So inside of stubs, these are not alphabetized at all, huh? Frame renderer. Okay, so this should be checkbox. Okay, so what we should do currently is we should stub out. We're just only gonna do if Android right now, just so I can test it. Just to test. That's good. What else do we have? I did this already. I have a checkbox renderer. I think the checkbox renderer should go up under the frame renderer because it's all in the family there. Yeah, I'll do some Skia Sharp next week. I think that sounds like fun. That sounds like fun to me. And render with underscore switch. Oh, I did that. Okay, cool. So let's see if this builds now. Is this C sharp? This is all C sharp, yes. Everything is C sharp. That everything before your eyes is C sharp. Correct. We'd have no cursing. Sorry in the chat if you got blocked, Jay. Sorry. C++. C++ is good. I did a lot of C++ back in the day. In fact, oh man, if I get this working and I can commit this code, then I'll show you some of my old projects. That'd be fun. I'll show you some of my I can show you some C++. T minus 20 minutes to C++ work. I just want to see if this works or not, if I can get this running. Yeah, let me see. So this should be checkbox 1728. All right, so hopefully this works. Hopefully this works. I hope that it works. Oh, we should totally up. Oh, this is upgraded. Ooh, look at all those things. Look at all those things. How come I can't right click on this? When in doubt, open more instances of Visual Studio. So let's get rid of this PowerShell thing. Get rid of that. So a long time ago, I need to put this on my GitHub. I call it the early years. The early years. So I did a bunch of cool things with C++ back in school. These are all my high school things. So years upon years ago. Yeah, links don't work in the chat. I'm pretty I'm pretty against doing anything. So this is like, oh, this is forms, not that one. Go to my Explorer. Agent model, cell automation. Oh, cancel. Where's my C++? Oh, maybe Dungeon Quest is C++. Yeah, sorry, I have like really strict things on. I'm kind of, unless you're a mod, then you can do it, but I'm kind of all over the stuff. Oh, this is also, oh no, this is, let's C# too. Look at that. Dungeon Quest. Oh, where are my old card games at? Thought I had them in here. So this one is my C, you can tell it's C++. Look at that, C++. Battle program. Extreme backup. Oh yeah, look at this. Oh yeah. C out, undefined. Oh, I don't know if it doesn't build. Oh my goodness. I had like crazy. I have a script. What's a script one? Ah. I'm pretty sure I just have the exe in here somewhere. So there's the CPP file. Where's the compiled version? Yeah. How come it always gets so big? There we go. So this is Dungeon Quest. Pretty sweet. Then you can do a new game. And be, let's see, female. You can be a fighter or a monk. Let's be a monk. Or no, dark mage. Dark mage. Mots. Correct. There's a whole bunch of great story. I gotta create another character. We'll have a fighter with us. Mot and fighter. Okay, one. More story. More story. Look at all the story I wrote. Story. Story. Whoa, look at that. Now these were mountains. These are mountains, and this used to be something else. But you used to be able to be like one. Does this work? Oh yeah, see this little person is moving. It used to like ASCII art. It's pretty cool. I guess if I did bigger. This is my high school. Whoa. There we go. East, west. Although I'm traveling west, but I'm actually going east. That's funny. Go south. Enter town. Now I'm in a town. That's what this is what I did. This got me into development. Trivia. What is that? Go to blacksmith. Oh my goodness, look at all these options. You can buy stuff. I can buy all these things. Buy a warhammer. That's crazy. What other things did I have? I thought I had other things in here. Oh, I had a blackjack. Is the source in here? Oh, there's like it's just a CPP file. That's good. Just when in doubt, CPP. Like here's blackjack. That's a cool one. Let's look at blackjack. Blackjack. Mots. Payout rules. Normal blackjack. Do I have any money? Oh, I have $1,000. Let's return to the casino. Choose a blackjack table. Budget table, natch. Delta hand. $10. Whoa, so hip. Now, I guess the problem here is this ASCII art doesn't help. Because I can't tell what it is down in here. But that's pretty cool. Had some Mega Man stuff. Yeah, I had a bunch of stuff. Yeah, it's like that's all I did back in the day. Back in the day in high school. Okay, so let's get back to this thing. You're gonna try to debug. Let's see. Oh, I got a text message. I got a text message from my mom. She sent me 20 photos. Some stuff. Nothing exciting. Nothing exciting. All right, let's see if this is going to deploy. And let's bring up Visor. I also need to fix up Meetup Manager at some point. Can I do it? Issue tracker. That's cool. Custom trackers. Frames are going to be skipping. Prepare for skippage of frames while I deploy this thing. Signing. What's today? Friday? It's Friday. Shia LaBeouf. I just love that Shia LaBeouf action. Shia LaBeouf. Is it debugging? Starting debugging. All right. 1728. I guess what's cool here is that you could swap root. I guess here is probably where I'd want to do. Oh, there's actually a native view binding. Platform specifics. Gallery. So many things. Box view gallery. Button gallery. Oh, why don't I do that thing? What's a date picker gallery? Oh. I should do that then. I guess. 1728. How do I search that thing? Go to test cases. It's a great looking application. We read this earlier. Go to test cases. We're supposed to bring up this thing. Does that not work? Oh gosh. Oh. Okay. I opened a lot of pages here. Go to test cases. There we go. 1728. Checkbox. Oh no. This is I guess not what I was supposed to do. I broke it. No. Well, I think what I should probably do is there a gallery? Button gallery. Button gallery. Oh, that's it. Well, I am really interested to understand how am I supposed to. I added a new control. And where is my test set? Control gallery. Okay. So in here, ideally, I like that there is a swipe gesture button. I don't know what that thing does. There's a button gallery. Those words must exist. Button gallery. Huh. Oh. I see. Silly James. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of this thing. Let's just copy this. And I see, these are like tests, which is not really what I wanted to do at all. And that was confusing. 7 to 8, let's delete that. Boop. Okay, this makes sense. I'm kind of figuring out where I'm supposed to put stuff, and where I'm supposed to put stuff is not in this bug triage issue thing. It's issues. It should be in this controls gallery. Duh. Then controls gallery pages, and this should be a core gallery button. Okay, so this should be a new item. This should be a checkbox core gallery page. And oh, interesting. Core gallery page. Okay, that's cool. Skia sharp or image sharp? What's image? No, I don't know what image sharp is. So this should be a using Xamarin.Forms custom attributes. That sounds cool. Checkbox controls. This is an internal class. And a core. Let's just rip this out. It's good enough. Cool. Let's just copy and paste it. Skia sharp. So in here, instead of doing button, we will do in the current file. Checkbox. Boop. Cool. There you go. Supports tab structure, supports focus. Element.text, there is none. So element that is checked equals false. Looks good. Is enabled state border box border color view container. That's kind of cool. You can just do with is enable text check changed tapped. That's good. Checkbox test checkbox clicked. I mean, I have no idea what's happening in this thing. It seems very interesting. So you add all these things. Whoa. There's no text. There's no image container. There's no color container. There is no padding container. There's no font container. There's no... Oh, I guess there is a command. Yeah, we should have a command for that, like checked command, I guess. This should be check. Clicked container event fired. Checked. I have no idea what this thing is supposed to do. I wonder if I should copy the switch. There we go. Okay, now we're talking. Whew. I was like, man, this is a little much. How do you determine if it is a internal or public class? I'm just following their best practices here, so these are just all internal because that's what they have for them, I guess. Is checked container. I gotta sneeze. Container. So here we're gonna do a checkbox. Checkbox is checked. Checkbox is checked. That's kind of cool. It adds like a whole thing. So where's this test live? Go to definition. Fixtures, views. Checkbox. Checkbox cell. Yeah, well, you usually don't use privates in this stuff. I usually remove those off because it's kind of the default. So usually what I do, checkbox cell. Okay, I wonder where also there's a switch core. There's cells. Let me do current project. Ooh, no, oh, is this a, oh, it pulls that all in, I see. My switch cell. Galleries, cells gallery. Whoa. A lot of switch cells. Legacy repo. Sample. Gallery pages. I wonder if this is in the table. Table view gallery. Interesting. I'm gonna put in a switch or a check box. Oh no. Wonder where it's at. There's a new switch cell. Where does the cells gallery live? I want to know. Gallery pages. Oh, cells gallery. I see. Alright, I think we should be able to copy these. Boop. And we'll say rename to checkbox cell. checkbox cell. All right, so here we'll do the same thing. We'll just replace switch with this current document. That's scary for a second. Boop. And also here in the table page, also do that. Switch. Checkbox cell table. Checkbox cell. I'm pretty sure you don't already have that. Or you do. Oh gosh, what did I do? There we go. Put that back. What did I do? Switch. Oh. All open documents. No, current document. Oh gosh. Okay. Checkbox.
I'm way up, I feel blessed.
Hey, Brisk. Thank Brick. Brickibs. Brickib Software. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Slowly climbing that follower trail up there, trying to get to 5 hundo. 5 hundo. That's interesting. Okay, so where do these live? Okay, so this is a switch cell list page. I'm just kind of curious where these things live because they have to be added somewhere. They just magically get added? No, that's not right. Button gallery. All open documents. Current project. There it is. There it is. Now we're talking. Legacy galleries. Okay, so... button. Crash me. Why is there a crash me button? That's scary. Okay, so we really want a checkbox gallery. Checkbox gallery page. This will be a checkbox gallery. And what about a switch cell? Switch cell list page. Oops. Like I just want to see it in my project. Oh, I'm in the wrong project. Find all. Okay, here we go. Cell navigation. Switch. Oh, how come these are out of alphabetical order? I'm gonna put it, I guess after it. That's the last. Checkbox. 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 List page. Checkbox. Thing. And then I'm very curious. Checkbox cell list page. Then let me make sure that this is correct. Checkbox on. Switch on. Checkbox on property label. Did very little work for this. Test on, text section 1, true, false, on, blah, blah, blah. Cool. All right, let's see if this works. Building. Let's check Twitter. Twitter says, my mom says, hello. How about radio button? John asks. Oh, it is on my list. Those radio buttons. That's definitely the next mission in life. Checkboxes. Checkboxes and radio buttons. That's all I care about in life. Checkboxes and radio buttons. It's like a day to implement a checkbox. We'll see. I think on iOS we're going to have to draw it. I'm pretty sure UWP will be pretty simple. If I look at Windows Universal, I bet that core Where's the platforms? Platforms. I bet that Windows UAP is like super simple. Because if I look at the switch renderer, yep. Yeah, it's just toggled. Update a few things. Is toggled. Super simple. Oh, this is the old one. Button. Alright, deploying. Is toggle property. Yeah, I bet this is like so simple. We just have to remove the intermediate state. Just give it a default. Is on. Yeah, we'll do UWP. And then iOS, we're going to have to hand draw in general. And if Skia was there, that'd be really easy. But I'm going to have to hand draw in. I'm going to have to hand draw in core drawing, core graphics, core something. Ooh, got a text message. Ooh. Got some good emails. Okay, so let's see here. Checkbox. Give me a checkbox. Whoa. Cancel. Oh, snap. It's funny that you can't see if it's is checked or not, you know what I mean? Like, how come the test runner doesn't have that? Look at that beautiful checkbox. Look at that beautiful checkbox. Let's snip this. Let's tweet this to the people. Cool. All right, that's good. Beautiful. I'm wondering if there's the dispose frame gallery. Where's the cells at? View cell, template, table view, switch gallery. Where are my cells? Stepper, slide, switch. Oh, I wonder if it's in table view. Table view gallery. Nope. I don't even know how to get there. Yeah, I guess the question is, where does this get created? If I do this here. Whoa. Did it. Cell type list. In a list view. Cell types. So that's what we're looking for here. Cells gallery. Haha. Switch list. No, it's switches. Checkbox list. So many checkboxes. Whoa. Oh gosh. Mission accomplished, people. Hashtag did it. You know what I should really do though is, where's my checkbox? Yeah, we should add color to it just like we did the other one. Blah, 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 blah. We'll get there. We'll get there slowly but surely, people. Where is my controls? Gallery pages. That is, how come inside of here Is checked. Is checked container. Checkbox. Is checked. Value to string. You create a new checkbox. It puts it in there. Is checked. You would think that this would nest or like simplify it, but it doesn't. Interacted. Oh, is checked view. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Check boxes. So many check boxes. Boom. That's what I'm talking about, people. Check boxes. All right, cool. Let's check this code in. Let's see if everything should be in here. So add, finalize, add control gallery for checkbox and checkbox cell. Add stubs only for Android for now, since we don't have it on those other platforms. There's that platform code. Those are new. Core gallery. That's good. Platforms. Checkboxes. We're living in the future. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I mean, hopefully they start to accept my pull request, or we can start to work off of this pull request, because that would be nice. Let's double check the Android stuff here. This says compile. Add these things. Looks good. This looks good. Commit all in sync. Let's push it. Let's do a PR, but whip it. Let's whip it. Okay, GitHub whip. So I should be able to say whip checkbox implementation. Checkbox. Checkbox cell implementation. Implement start. Implementation of checkbox and checkbox cell. Fixes that issue. I added a checkbox. I'm just gonna put that. Just add a checkbox. Nothing changed. Platforms affected. All. Nothing. None. Let's do this new check. So whip in progress, labels, can add a whip. Watch me whip. Implementations. Android. Let's do this. iOS. UWP. Properties. Let's do is checked. Checked color. I think those are the ones that I still need to do. We should do that. Okay, whip. So do not merge. Do not merge. Hello. Ba, 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 da, ba. Checkbox. All right. We did it. We did it.
It should also read that I crushed it from 2013 to present.
It is so good that I want to look at that. Look at that go. Look at it. It's amazing. Look at that checkbox. No checkbox. Yeah, and to be honest, like a checkbox is so simple. But look at those nice little animations. So good. So good.
Today was a good day. I'm way up, I feel blessed.
Whoa, and a follow for implementing a checkbox. Checkbox. I like that.
Nothing is impossible.
I came in today, and this is how I felt about Xamarin.Forms GitHub.
I don't know anything about Docker. I don't know the difference between an image and a container. I don't know when I use a Docker file or when I use a compose file.
But we all know that truly,
Nothing is impossible.
it's true. That's just how it goes. Just how it goes. Cool. I'm pretty excited about this. It's all happening. I'm excited. Shane. Feedback is welcome. Oh, snap. And so it begins. Where's that PR? Let me tweet that out if you guys want that at all. Boom. All right. 15. I got some time left. Do you have any questions from the chat? It's getting dark in here. I don't know if anyone has any questions, any ask me anything shenanigans now that we're done skipping frames. What do you want? That's a good day. Checkbox for Android on hashtag Xamarin.Forms. PR is in for my whip. That's what I'm talking about. That's about it new in the world this weekend. It's going good. I think we're gonna go out. I can't wait to use the checkbox too, President, because everybody needs a checkbox. Everybody. Just in general, everyone needs it. I think I am gonna do a color though, because we'll have to do some default color for iOS, and then you'll probably have to set it because there really is no default. So we have to draw it, and I'm not sure how Windows works for the color, but I'm imagining I should be able to change it, I assume. But this is a fun adventure into trying to do a PR. Got one platform in. It didn't take too long. Maybe next week I'll continue this and do UWP or something. Tomorrow I'm going to do some Signal R Saturday because I love Signal R. Just Signal R-ing it up all day. And yeah, everything else is good. I hope everyone's having a great Friday. Thanks for hanging out with me. Implement some stuff for work. Get that checkbox in. I just want to remind you of what we accomplished today together as a team. Okay, you see right here. Look at that checkbox. Just makes me cry inside of joy, tears of joy. I think that's it. Yeah, I'm gonna sign off for the day. It's a pretty good stream. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sticking with me, everyone. I appreciate it. Thanks for being my friend. Thanks for hanging out. Let's see if this playing around with my credits earlier. Let's see if that works. I got this new artwork. That's sweet new artwork right there. Let's see how this goes. Look at that credits. Look at the credits roll. Look at that. See, yeah, you're right. We need checkboxes for everyone. Everyone needs those checkboxes. Thanks to all the new followers. Didn't get any new subs. It's very sad. No bits. I mean, I just did some cool stuff. You know, next time. Travi asks, I'm just going to keep asking questions. Any tips for dynamic user controls in Xamarin.Forms? I'd like to change a part of the view based on the type of selected item. Interesting. Let's see here. Good question, Travi. So Travi asks dynamic user controls. So the unique part about Xamarin.Forms that you can do is create your user interface in the code behind. So what that means is that based on what you're doing for your user controls, you can just enable or disable things pragmatically. Or ideally, you could do it in XAML and just have is visible here or there, but it's all going to get added. But you could dynamically add chunks to it in the code behind. You could have like XAML chunks, like XAML islands, little XAML chunks, and then pragmatically add those in, and then the data binding would all work. So that's what I would do, kind of like what you're doing based on the selected item that you're doing. So in there. Yeah, thanks, Carlo. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Yeah, tomorrow I think on SignalR Saturdays, I want to try to figure out, like I have the SignalR chat working now, but I would like to do rooms, so little rooms inside of it. Breaker TV, thanks for hanging out. I didn't even know you were here. So that's rad. Super cool for hanging out. I appreciate that. Hope everyone digs this new artwork. Look at how cool that is. My boy Ben. So cool. So hip. So cool. And there's 2 monkeys on the monkey cam today, which is pretty cool. Anyways, thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks for being awesome. And thanks for everyone that subscribed, that hung out. That was awesome. I'm going to let the credits roll, but thanks for being my friend. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for the subs and the subscribers that are with us here. Appreciate it. Again, I do hope to get some sweet badges and emoticons and whatnot. I'm going to let everyone vote on them so I can kind of tier it correctly. So definitely be sure to follow me on the Twitters for that. But have a great weekend. I'll see some of you tomorrow, bright early. I might change my time to 8 a.m., maybe 8:30. I'll let you know. Look for the tweets, but be aware of that. Travi, thanks for hanging out. Hope that helps. If not, hit me up on the Twitter. Cool. And have a great evening. Of course, with that, without delay.
Some people dream success. Don't let your dreams be dreams. You should get to the point where anyone else will quit, and you're not gonna stop there. So just do it. Make your dreams come true. Do it. Nothing is impossible. Do it. Make your dreams come true. Yes, you can.